Hey guys, let's understand another problem, longest palindromic substring. This is popular problem of dynamic programming. We can solve it using DP. So I think if you will understand this problem and the solution using dynamic programming, mostly the problem related to dynamic programming, which is related to the string or other dynamic programming problems, it will be easy for you to understand it. So yeah, let's understand it, what exactly this problem is about. So you will be given a string S, and you have to find the longest palindromic substring out of that string. So you will be given a big string. Inside this string, you have to find a palindrome. So what does that palindrome means? What does that palindrome means? Like the definition of palindrome is like it will be looking similar from front as well as from back. Okay, so understanding more clearly with this example, we have given BABAD. Okay, so in this scenario, if you'll see BAB being a palindrome over here. Why? Because BAB from front, BAB from back, same. Again, moving next, here also you can see ABA. This is also being another palindrome. So this is what we have to return. So in this scenario, the longest is 3. So we are getting the 3, this substring returning as an output. In the same way, so here it says like ABA is also valid, BAB is also valid. So that is 2 things. So another example is CBBD. Again here, right, with 2, it is very clear that we have written BB as a palindrome over here. So this is about the problem statement. So this can be solved using brute force approach. Also, we can use three loops and we can solve it in a very straightforward way. But the time complexity will be very high for that. It will be NQ. And while coming to a very big string, if we have a very big string, it will be very tedious and it will be very time consuming. And it will be very costly. So yeah, let's understand the DP approach for this. So I will try to make you understand and visualize the DP approach, how that is going to work, and line by line I will explain you. So let's go to the editor. Let me clear the drawings. So let's go to the editor and we'll see how this is going to be. So you can see we'll be getting a string, and this string we will pass. We are taking that, storing that string in input, and we are passing this input in a function. And what this function will do, this function will get the longest palindrome. So this is what we have to write. Okay, so let's understand this. So in this, like what we will do, so first line, if you can see, we are just initializing n, and in that n will be like the length of a string. And then with that length of a string, we are going to create a 2-dimensional array. And from 2-dimensional array, in that 2-dimensional array, we will be storing the substrings. So DP is like, we will divide a problem into sub-problems, and we will be reusing that sub-problems in the further, so that it will be, like we can solve the problem in more optimized way. Okay, so I will make you bit visualized how this is going to behave. So you will be given like as soon as you will be saying like boolean of DP, you are going to create a boolean of DP, and a 2-dimensional array will be created out of this. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it will be. So this is going to be a 2-dimensional array. So this will be 5 this side and 5 this side, and you, as you know, the indexing is from the zero indexing will happen in the array. So we will do the indexing as well. It will be something similar to this 3 and 4. Okay, so the same way here also we will have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is our string which we have. So we will store this string inside this. Okay, so the string, so after that, this is what we did over here, right? So n in this scenario, n will come as 5, and we will create like this. I think till this point it is clear. So next is max length 1. So this is, we are declaring another variable, and we are initializing its value 1. So this max length will always contain the maximum length of substring, which is palindrome. For that purpose, we have initialized this. Next is start. So what this start will do, suppose if we have a string BAB, right? If we have a substring BAB, which is palindrome, so start will be always sitting at the front of this palindromic substring. So it will be always sitting at this. So start will be here. So that right at the last, when we are going to return this, we can just say whatever is at the start and start plus max length, whatever the value which we have in between, just return it. So for that reason we are creating. So that's what I just wanted to make you clear why we have initialized these. So this is our initialization. The next thing is we will run into the loop, and for that we will how this is going to be approached, right? So first we will be looking for the single character palindrome. So by default, the single character palindrome will be like single character will be already a palindrome. So every character in its own will be a palindrome. What I mean by that is, suppose in this B, A, B, A, D, right? So B is being palindrome, A is being palindrome, B is being palindrome. So every character is a palindrome in its own. So for that, this is the first initialization which we will do in this DP two-dimensional array. Okay, so how this is going to be approached, right? So we will be iterating throughout this and like throughout this string. So we will go one by one. So we'll see at I equal to 1, sorry, I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So it will go till 5. So in this scenario, we have 5. So it will iterate 5 times. And every 5 times in very first iteration, the value of I will be 0. So 0, 0, right? So 0, 0 means this value. So this is going to be marked as true. So let me make you more visualize like how this is going to be. So suppose this is being B, right? So this is B, this is A, again this is B, this is A, and again this is being B. So the same way we will have B, A, and B, A. Sorry, we have D here. Mistake. So we will have D, okay? So what I mean by that is, right, 0, 0, in the very first iteration, it will come 0. So 0, 0. So 0, 0 is, what is 0, 0? 0, 0 is B. So B is being a palindrome. So that's what we will do. So B first iteration 0, 0, 0 is B means it will be palindrome. Second iteration, I will come 1. 1, 1 means A, right? So this will be also marked as true. Next, we will get 2, 2. So 2, 2 being B. So again, we will mark this as true. Again, next is 3, 3. So 3, 3 means this will be also true. Okay, and the last is D. So this is also being, so what this diagonal will represent is, this diagonal will represent a single character substring, which will be always a palindrome. So this we have stored inside this. Okay, so we have stored inside this DP. Now let's move to the palindrome of length 2. So let's understand this, how this is going to be. So this will be more clear to you guys when I will be doing the debugging. At that time, I will show you how this true is getting done. Okay, so yeah. So in the very next iteration, next step, we'll get the palindrome of length 2. If there is any palindrome which is of length 2, for that we have written this piece of code. So what we will do, what does it mean, right? We will iterate again till n minus 1. I mean, we will iterate till n minus 2 basically. N minus 1 means we will be, when n minus 1 will come, it will skip. So it will go till n minus 2 step. Why? Because the length 2, we don't need the last one. Okay, so till length 2, it will be like going. So yeah, what it will do, s of char at I plus s equal to s of char at I plus 1. What this means, right? If character at I is equal to character at I plus 1. Suppose in this scenario, we have B, A, B, A, D, right? So in this scenario, character I is at, like, suppose this is 0, this is 1. So like B equal to what it will do, B equal to A, which is false, right? So this will not even go inside this DP. Okay. So this means this doesn't satisfy it. Again, it will, what it will do, it will compare A with B, A equal to B, which will not satisfy. Again, it will not come inside this. So in this scenario, as you can see, there is no two repetition of like A, B, B, or D, D, nothing like that is there. So this condition will never satisfy. So that is what this condition will do. If adjacent character are equal, then we are going to return it like, then what we are going to do, we are going to set it as true, that this is being a palindrome. Okay, and after that, what we will do, we will do a start equal to I, means we will just keep the like ith position. That's what I have explained you, right? The start will be always at the first position of the palindromic substring. Suppose BB being a palindrome, so start will be sitting at B, this first B. So that's what we are doing. We are setting this start at the very first. Okay, and max length in this scenario, the maximum length is 2. So we will be setting the max length as 2. So this is very straightforward, and I think it should be very clear to you. Okay, in the next iteration, we will check for the length greater than 3. So in the next step, we'll be checking length greater than 3. So this, what does it mean, right? Suppose in this case, we have 5. So first we will check for the length 3. So on length 3, for the int, like suppose this is a big substring. So we will take first the length 3. We'll check this length 3. Again, we will check the next length 3. Again, we will check the next length 3. And this way we will be just checking the length of 3. Once we will be finishing this string, then again we will go for the length 4. Then again we will go for the length 5 in this example. Okay, that is how we will be, this outer loop will behave. The inner loop, what it will do, inner loop will be like, it will be completing this. Again, it will be going for this. Again, it will be going for this. Again, it will be going for this. This is what the inner loop is doing. Okay. And this J will be, what does this mean? J equal to I plus length minus 1 is like, it will be sitting at the last of this substring. We will keep the J at the last of the substring, and I will be at the first of substring. So this is how we are going to compare. So the compare, what we are going to do, I and J. So let me give you an example of substring length 3. Suppose we have a length 3 BAB, right? So BAB means I will be sitting up here, J will be sitting up here. So this is what we have set it up here. So I is at 0th, and J is at the last. Okay, and if we will be comparing if character at I equal to character at J. So if this B equal to this is there, so in this scenario this satisfy, so it will come inside this. But there is one more scenario, so we have to check. So this is for checking the first and last, but this middle is left, right? So this is for checking the middle. So we have already stored this inside this DP, right? So it will be checking if the middle is present in the DP. So in the DP, this true is there, right? So it will be checking if this is present in the DP or not. So I plus 1, I being 0, 0 plus 1 means 1, right? So 1 at one position, what we have A. In this big substring, if you will see, at one position we have A, and J minus 1, J being over here, it will be 3 minus DP, like J minus 1. So J minus 1 is also pointing to this A only. So we will be checking if this is present into this DP or not. Okay, so if this is present, we will be just, what we will be doing, we will be doing DP I of J equal to true. We will be setting it as true, and the start will be pointing to the first of this. Like as I have said, like start will be always as the first, and the max length will be the length, whatever the length which we have currently over here present. If this inner loop is satisfying, then the max length we will get it from the up, whatever the, suppose if 4 is there, 4 is the length, and it came till this point, then the length will be 4. Okay, so this is what I think it is making sense to you guys, right? So this is very clear. Okay, so yeah, let's clear the drawing. If you want, you can take this screenshot. Now I will make you understand with the debugging mode. I cleared all the drawing, so give you better visualization. Let me keep a debugger point at this point. Okay, so I have written a test case. Test case is having input this, and the expected is ABA. Okay, so we will be just passing this assert equal to, if expected is equal to whatever we are getting from this function. So this function is being called here. So we will just run it in the debugger mode. So it will directly come to that point where I kept the debugger. So you see, we got the string which we have passed in the test case here. Okay. Now this came over here. In the very next thing, we are getting the length. Length will come as 5. We are initializing a DP, 5 is to 5. So you will see a DP will get initialized. So at initially, everything will be keeping as false. So this is how the DP will be getting initialized. The max length we are keeping initially as 1, because each substring of character 1 is palindrome on its own. So we are keeping max length as 1. A start will be initially kept at 0. We are keeping a start at initializing a start at 0. Let's go to very first check, that is single character or palindrome. So single character will be always a palindrome. So in very first iteration, we will get I as 0. I as 0 means we will get B. So B will be a palindrome. So we will mark that B as true. So I think you can visualize from that place. As soon as I will run this, you will see initially everything was false. Now this will become 0, 0 will become true. Next iteration we will go 1, 1 will become true. You will see 1, 1 will become true. Now I will just do some, again 3, 3 will become true, 4, 4 will become true. As you can see, all the diagonal will become true. Last is the one more last. When it is 4, it will be just all. So you will see the diagonal became 4. Now checking for the palindrome of length 2. So in this scenario, you don't have any palindrome with length 2. So I will quickly make you understand this. In the very first iteration, I will be 0. I is less than n minus 1, which means it will go till n minus 2. Okay. And I plus plus. So it will see character at I. Character at I we have B, and character at I plus 1 we have B. So B equal to A, which is false. Then it will not even come inside this. It will again go up to the for loop. Again, it will take I as 1. It will check either A equal to B, which is false. Again, it will go. Again, it will do the same, B equal to A. It will again false. This is the way this loop will over. Okay. So this is how we will check for the length of 2. Now let's get to the length of 3. Let's visualize this more clearly. So what it will do, we are setting length equal to 3. Length is less than equal to n. It will go till 5. It will start from 3. It will go till 5 in this scenario. And whatever the length is there of the string, that length will be coming as n over here. So we will do the n plus plus. So when it is being 3, then we are doing some manipulation inside the thing which I have explained you before. Now let's visualize that. So in the very first scenario, as you can see, I being passed at 0. So, and this j value, j will be coming as 2. Why? Because I being 0, length being 3, and then minus 1, 0 plus 0 plus 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So this j will be sitting at, as I have made you understand, right? If we have B, A, B, right? So j will be, B will be 0, again A will be 1, and then B will be 2. So this j will be sitting at 2. That's what I have explained to you. Yeah, okay. So what we will do, we will check for I equal to, if character at I equal to character at j. So in this scenario, character at I, what we have, character at I, we will have B, character at j, that is 2, right? So j will be also B. So it will check B equal to B. So this satisfies. This means this is true, right? And the next iteration, what it will do, it will check for the A. So it will check for the A if A is present in the DP. I plus 1, that means I being 0, 0 plus 1, and j minus 1, 2 minus 1, which is being 1. So 1 and 1. So 1, 1, either 1, 1. So this 1, 1, what is at 1, 1? So 1, 1, 1 is being true. So it will check either this 1 or 1 is present in the DP or not. It will say it is present. So this means this both is true. This is true, and this is also true. So what is 1, 1? If you will go to this DP, you will see 1, 1 is true over here. Okay. So this both satisfied, it will come inside this, and it will say if this both is equal, then make this I and j as true. This also as a true. So in this scenario, what the I value we have I value as 0 and j value as true. So in this scenario, we will get this false value as true. We will mark this false value as true. Okay. So now if I'll go to the next line, you will see how the DP table became. Now it became true over here. Okay. So in the very next iteration, this is now, this I will be sitting at the 0th position. That is, it will be sitting at, start will be sitting at over here, B. So this is what we did. We will make the start equal to I. Okay. So I being 0 in this scenario. Max length will be the length, whatever the length we will be getting over here. So that will be 3 in this scenario. So for the 3, again, we will check for the further string if we have still some palindrome there. Okay, so now we got one palindrome. Now again, it will check for the next. The same thing will happen. It will check for the, from here, it will check for the ABA. Again, we got A equal to A in this scenario, which is true. And ABA, B is there in this DP, which is like diagonally it will check, it is true. So it will say this being satisfied. Again, we will mark this I equal to 1 and J is 3. So this will be again marked in the DP as true. So you will see this value became true again. Okay. So this is how it is going to be. Yeah, here 1 and 3. 1 and 3 became true. So let's go to the next. This start will be again pointing to the next, and again it will go. Again it will check. Again what it will do. What we have BA D, right? So again it will come here. We check BA is clear. Now again it will come to B. Now it will check B and D equal to D is there, which is not. Then this will not even satisfy. Okay. So this time you will say this will fail. Okay. So now this is being false in this scenario. So it will not even come inside this. So this is cleared now. Again, it will go to the next and it will again check, which will fail. So the length of 3 is clear now. The same way we will go for length 4. We will check for the length 4. Length 4 is also like we don't have anything. Like if you will check, right? So it will check for B equal to A, which is false in this scenario. So it will not even go inside. Again, it will check for A equal to D, which is false in this scenario. It will come out. Now it will go for the outer loop. Now the value will become, it will check for the substring 5. So B equal to D, which is false. So this is at this point only, this became false. So this will come out of this. Now, whatever the max length and start. So start being 1 and max length being 3. So whatever the value which we have, we will take the substring from this big string and we will be returning it to this. Okay. So we got ABA and that is what the expected. And whatever we got from this, that is also the same. Okay. So this both are equal. So we got the ABA and that is what we had the expected over here. So both are equal. So this is how it is clear. So this is the next test case. You can try it on your own. I will leave this test case and this code in the GitHub. So you can access it from there. So this is how we can solve this problem. Okay. So yeah, it's very quickly. Let's very quickly take this. Stand. We kept the same. We'll run this. See, this got accepted. So I think you can refer it from here. I will keep the code and everything. Like the code will be here, unit test will be here. I'll be uploading the handwriting notes as well. You can refer it, and kept a blog also. You can, for more understanding this, you can understand what are the approach and everything I have explained. The algorithm, how we are going to do that and everything. So you can refer that. Thank you. See you in the next video.